There is a company called Teleperformance. They have multiple job opportunities all the time. They have a lot of attrition rate. People are coming and going. Then you'll be blaming Canada and you'll say, I'm going back to my country. The newcomer, I know how hard it could be. I'm going to tell you about how much money would you need if you're coming in 2024. Be sure to watch this video till the end. It's important to leverage any relevant experience. So these type of opportunities like teleperformance type will land you a job hopefully, and you'll have a Canadian experience in your city. If you want to land a good job right away, Toronto, Vancouver and Calgary. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be very important. Make sure that you should listen to this video till the end. I'm going to talk about the job market in Canada right now. I'm going to talk about if you are planning to come here, what steps that you should take and what plannings that you should do. Otherwise, it will be a very bumpy ride for you guys. I'm telling you again and again. You can watch in my previous videos as well. I'm not sure where you guys are watching me from, but I'm gonna make it in English so that everyone can understand and this message can go far so that more people can take the benefit. Canada is known for welcoming new immigrants and students, but now things are changing. People are having a lot of issues when they arrive here in the beginning. I'll be brutally honest, it will be hard for you to find a job, especially if you're a student, and also if you're visiting the country, and if you're thinking that you will get the job, it won't be easy. Things are different for people who are living here for a long time. I've been living in Toronto for 6 years and then I moved to Calgary 8 months ago. For me, the reason was my house where I'm living right now and also my new job opportunity. That's the only reason I moved to Calgary, and also cheaper housing 2 years ago. But right now, Calgary market is also booming and it is becoming difficult for newcomers to find a house, to rent a house. It's like nearly impossible right now. So that's why I'm warning you. There are only 3 main cities in Canada if you want to land a good job right away: Toronto, Vancouver and Calgary. But this used to happen 4 to 5 years ago. Right now it's difficult because if you don't have the experience, you don't have the skills, and you are a newcomer, it will be hard for you to find a job right away. Of course, if you're a newcomer, you will have a lack of Canadian experience, and that could lead you with no job. Many employers value local experience, I'm telling you guys. But let me be clear, and I want to help you guys right away. If you are a newcomer and you are living in Toronto, there is a company called Teleperformance. They have multiple job opportunities all the time. They have a lot of attrition rate. People are coming and going. And also they have a lot of campaigns going on in this company. So you can easily apply over there. I would also suggest that you should walk to the Eglinton Street where that company is and drop your CV. Or if you know someone, just reach out to them. Apply online as well, I would suggest. But do that right away because they usually provide job opportunities right away. But you have to have a valid visa. If you're a student, obviously you can apply, and if you are a newcomer and have a PR like permanent residency, you can also apply in that company. So I'm just going to continue with this video, but this message for someone who's already here and they are especially in Toronto. This message is for them, and I've heard that they are in Calgary now as well. So you have to search, go on Indeed, go on Google and search for them, and you'll be able to find hopefully a good job right away with at least a minimum wage so that you can start surviving. Let's get back to the topic. It's important to leverage any relevant experience. So these type of opportunities like teleperformance type will land you a job hopefully, and you'll have a Canadian experience in your CV, and that could change your dynamics. That could be a life changer. As a newcomer, I know how hard it could be. I'm going to tell you about how much money would you need if you're coming in 2024. Be sure to watch this video till the end and like and subscribe this channel if you want to know more about Canada. Let's talk about language. Of course, if you are here and if you don't know at least a good fluent English, it will be difficult. But still, there will be a lot of job opportunities like labor jobs. But if you want to land a good opportunity, you have to work on your English. At least your English should be fluent, or at least you should be able to understand the other person, and also they should be able to understand you. So that's very important. If your English is not up to that mark, please work on your English. Watch some movies, watch some podcasts, read books if you can. That would be the best thing if you can do. So be sure that you should be able to communicate in English. And if you know French language, then I would suggest go to Quebec. Quebec is all about French. Even Montreal could land you a good job if you know French. And if you know these both languages, you can easily get a job, hopefully in the first few months of arriving in Canada. And of course, networking is very, very, very important. You can actually connect with me through LinkedIn, and also you can connect to me through Instagram. I'll post both of my links down in the description below so that you can connect with me as well. But I'm telling you, networking is very, very important. When I used to work back home, there was always about reference. If you have a reference, you can get this job, you can get a good job if you have a reference. Same thing is in Canada. If you have a good reference, you can get a job right away very easily, and it will be very time saving for you. So connect with people, go on LinkedIn. Whatever job you're applying, after that job, you have to do a little bit of hard work. You have to go to LinkedIn and find those HR managers and try to connect with them. If you want to know how to connect with the HR managers through LinkedIn, let me know in the comments below, and I'm gonna make another video just to let you know how to connect with these HR managers and how to connect people overall through LinkedIn, and that could also be a game changer. That's why you should work way ahead before coming, I'm telling you guys. If let's say you have applied for the visa and you're waiting to come to Canada, save a lot of money. I'm going to discuss about saving money in my other topic, but right now I would say make a lot of planning, do a lot of planning. Don't just waste your time and wait for the visa and then decide, let's go to Canada, and when you arrive, you'll get a lot of shocks, and that could disappoint you big time, and then you'll be blaming Canada and you'll say, I'm going back to my country. Also, the reality is that these days the job market is not that good. I'm telling you right away, maybe it would take more time for you to survive. So at least you should have 6 months of your savings and your planning. I'll discuss with you in the end of this video. Now, I'm not doing an argument that if there is a job or if the market is very bad or if Canada is the worst place to live. I'm not arguing about that. I'm talking to people who are already coming to Canada, who have the plan to come in 2024, who are applying for the visa, and if you should apply for the visa or not. So this video is for those people. I'm not saying which country is the best. I'm just trying to help people because I know how much struggle they could face here. A lot of newcomers that I know are struggling right now. I'll use the word newcomer because people who are living here for like 4 or 5 years, they are obviously, most of them are settled, I would say, and whoever was not settled, they already went back to their home countries. So before moving to Canada, you should have a plan, and also it's crucial to have a financial safety net. Aim to have at least 6 months worth of living expenses. You have to have the basic for your rent, utilities, groceries, and transportations for at least 6 months. So how much money would you need in different cities? This information is not going to be 100%, but at least you should have this much amount. Depending on the 2 cities that I already lived in, Vancouver is even more expensive than Toronto, so make sure that you have to keep in mind that Vancouver will be expensive more than Toronto and Calgary. Let's talk about Toronto. So for Toronto, I would say if you are living in Toronto, like near Toronto, downtown or somewhere, at least 1 bedroom apartment with 1 washroom or kitchen or whatever would cost you easily around $2,000 right now. At least $2,000 per month you have to pay for that 1 bedroom, very small space. If you're coming with your family, guys, it will be a struggle. If you're coming alone, you can get $2,000, or if you want to have a shared accommodation, you will still have to pay around $1,200 per month, and that is a big cost obviously as a newcomer. If you talk about transportation, you have to have at least $200 per month to roam around the city. I will suggest another thing in the end of this video, but for transportation, you should have at least $200 per month to go for interviews, even if you travel, even if you explore, which is excellent to do because it's a beautiful city. You have to have $200. For Calgary, I would say just do a calculation, have a 30% off on whatever price I'm giving you right now. You should have at least that much amount. For grocery, if you are alone, of course, you have to have at least $800 per month to survive and do regular grocery for yourself. If you're a family of 3, at least you should be having $1,000, or even I would say more, $1,200, just to survive on a very basic diet, having eggs and milk or whatever. So you should at least have $1,200 if you are coming with a family. And if I talk about utilities, you should at least have $250 to $300 just for the utilities and bill. So it is expensive, I'm telling you. And this is a total amount that you have to at least have to survive for a month. So let's say that you won't get a job maybe in 3 months. If you would have asked me this question like 3 years ago, yes, you could easily find a job in 3 months, but right now the reality is, even with all the proper documentation and everything, it will take around 6 months for you to have a proper job. But it could be very early for you. Some people, they get a job right away, like in a week. I've seen people getting a job in a week. I've seen people getting a job in 2 months. So it depends on your situation, it depends on your fortune. So that's why make sure that you should have that safety net of your finance, so that you won't be struggling, and hopefully you don't have to ask anyone for money. So instead of coming here right away, do a lot of research, do a lot of networking, so that at least you can get a job right away after landing. As I told you before in this video, I've already given you an example of Teleperformance. These type of companies usually hire people very quickly, especially immigrants. This is what I've noticed. So many immigrants used to work there. Then the last but not the least tip is, if you're coming to Canada, make sure that you get the driving license as soon as possible. It will be 100% a game changer, because you can save your time. If you have an interview, you can reach there as soon as possible. I used to live in downtown Toronto, and for the first year, I didn't purchase any car, because people used to say that, you know, you are living in downtown, you should not need any car, because you can commute through the trams and the TTC, which is a railway system, which is very good, I would definitely say. But then when I purchased my first car, it changed my life. I explored the city more. I went wherever I wanted. I gave more interviews. I got the better opportunities, the big opportunities after purchasing the car, because it saved a lot of time. Even transportation in Toronto and commute is very easy, but still it can take you 1.5 hours if you want to go, let's say 10 kilometers away from your house. But if you have a car, it will literally take, for 10 kilometers, it will literally take 5 minutes. Or if there's a lot of traffic, maybe 15 minutes. So that's a big difference. So that's why don't waste your time. Don't listen to people. If you have some savings, spend some money on the car and have a reliable car. And you can easily purchase a car here in $5,000, which will run and will also look good. So $5,000 is not a big amount. Do yourself a favor, watch this video and share it with someone who is coming, so that they can have a better idea. I'm just trying to help people here. If you follow this channel, you'll see a lot of other videos that I'm making almost daily, informing you guys about Canada. And also one more thing, if you're going to Vancouver, guys, make sure you should at least have $15,000 in your pocket when you land in Vancouver, or at least $10,000 to survive for like 3 to 4 months or 6 months. Yes, Vancouver is the most expensive. Calgary, I would suggest it's a good place. If you're coming as a student, it could be good for you if you're studying hard, and then you'll apply for jobs afterwards after finishing your study. So that would be a good opportunity. For sure, Calgary will be a little bit cheaper than Toronto and Vancouver both. Other than that, you know, there are so many other cities. Newfoundland and Labrador, there's a province, and also Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Like these cities and these provinces have some jobs, but obviously they are not that big enough. And also the market over there, the job market is not that big. So make sure, choose the right city, do a lot of research, ask me any questions if you have, and also hit the like and subscribe this video. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow. Let's connect. Have a great day. Allah Hafiz.